Soit tu tournes à gauche, c'est ça?
Ouais, c'est ou bien on remonte là et on redescend vers chez moi.
My bus is coming. So, alright, my darlings, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, I talk about the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, and his beautiful wife, Meghan, Duchess of Sussex. And I'm a big fangirl, so I hope you are too. But if you are not, I guess, you know, I feel bad for you, d'accord? Alors, I need my best to, first of all, let's figure this out. I don't know what this means. Do I need the bus 40? Is that what I need? I thought it was a shuttle of some sort. But anyway, I'm not really sure what bus I need, but I want to get up to Montmartre. So anyway, yeah, so Harry and Meghan. So I watched the second part of their docu-series very early this morning. And I thought, wow, on a whole lot of different levels. I wonder if this is my bus. Yes, I do think it's this, but the question is, I'm here. Yeah, I'm not really sure. We'll have to figure that out. So yes, I watched Meghan and Harry's docu-series this morning, and I woke up very, very early in the morning. I watched all 3 episodes, and I thought it was very well done, very solid. It was not flaky, or what's the word I'm looking for? It's not frivolous, you know. It's got depth. It has a lot of depth, and it was very revealing, and I wouldn't say that it was explosive. I expected it to be, I guess, worse than it was in terms of the explosion aspect, but it was very, very revealing, and I thought very interesting, and yeah, it was good to know a lot of different things. So the first thing that made me go, wow.
Marcadet.
I'm on the bus heading up to the mountain of Montmartre. I've got a couple of things I gotta get up there, but anyway, the first thing that made me go, wow, with Meghan and Harry's docu-series part 2 was the Kate and William angle, and the confirmation for me that Harry and Meghan suspect Kate and William were at the bottom of their problems in Kensington Palace, and you know, I suspect them as well. I don't have proof, obviously, but something is very fishy with both Kate and William in this entire situation, in my opinion. And I think the main culprit was Kate. This is my opinion. And I think William joined her because it's his wife. I think she got very triggered by Meghan. She panicked. She thought that her position in the, you know, in the institution, if you will, was threatened by this woman, and she basically set out to get rid of the competition. That's what I think.
Custine Ramet.
And Yeah, I think they were the villains. I think they were saboteurs, Kate and William, and I think Harry and Meghan suspect them. And while they didn't come right out and accuse them, I think that they definitely hinted heavily that those two were at the root of their troubles. Yep. So yeah, I was not at all surprised about Kate and William because I can see it on their faces and their body language, everything. They're very tense. They look like they know they have had a very shallow victory that is fake. Really, it's not based on truth and honesty and good faith. And this is my opinion. And yeah, I think that Harry and Meghan hinted very heavily that, in fact, my opinion is not far off. So, yeah. One of the things that really did surprise me a lot, even though I wasn't really surprised by anything, was when Harry said that William's team put out this joint communique saying that he and Harry, basically had no issues and William hadn't bullied them and so on and so forth. And Harry was just like, that was all a lie. And he was basically like, that's a lie. I never said that. They put this out in my name and I did not give them permission to do that. I was really, really surprised by that because it's so dishonest it's such a dishonest thing to do where they put out this joint communique as if everything was just peachy between Harry and William and, saying that William didn't bully Harry and this, that, and the next. Come to find out that Harry never agreed to this communique and they basically lied about it. And so I was like, wow. And Harry said, well, they were willing to lie to protect my brother, but not tell the truth to protect us. And it's really very, very disappointing, to say the least, to put it nicely, to learn that that's the kind of game that William and Kate and, their team played and is playing, So, yeah, I was really, even though nothing really surprises me anymore, I was a little bit surprised by that. So this is the famous Sacré-Cœur, one of the most famous churches in Paris. And it's quite beautiful inside as well. So, it's Christmas time, so I always have to do these things around Christmas time. Climbing those stairs was a little bit, So Harry and Meghan. So what else? Oh, so Tyler Perry featured quite a bit in this episode, didn't he? And it was interesting to find out that he is Lilibet's godfather. So I guess she could do a lot worse, right? Having a Hollywood mogul as her grandpa. Okay, merci. And so he's her not her grandfather, her godfather. And so that was nice, and it was nice to it was also nice to see some of the footage where they were still living at his house before they got their beautiful mansion in Montecito. So that was really nice. And I guess I have to go through some kind of security check over here. So yeah, so Tyler doesn't seem to, well, not, I wouldn't say that he has no love lost for the royal family, but he made a point of saying that he called back, Meghan and Harry just to make sure that he wouldn't have to, be around the family for Lilibet's christening. But I don't think that mattered because I don't believe Lilibet was christened in England, was she? She was not christened in a church. This is inside Sacre-Cœur. Look at these stained glass. It's just amazing. The camera does not do this justice, really. Yeah, I don't think Lilibet was christened in a church, so I don't think that Tyler needed to worry about it, because she did not have a Christian. Well, I shouldn't say that. I don't really know what she had and what she did not have, but it doesn't seem that she was christened in a church. And if she was, it was a very private thing that the public is not privy to. So it doesn't focus at all. It doesn't focus at all. It's very difficult to get this to focus. There were like a lot of different things that they talked about in this part of the docu-series that it was nice to be reminded of, because they've done so many things, so many good things, so many wonderful things. I remember I didn't remember about the Grenfell fires in England and how all those people basically lost their homes, and they were living in hotels and stuff, and Meghan went and because the fire just basically destroyed the whole building in London, and Meghan and Harry worked with them, and Meghan helped them create this cookbook, and it was so successful. They sold millions of copies, and she went and she helped to actually cook and things like that. And, I didn't really remember that too much until they brought that up, and I think that was very good. And I think if she should feel good, because after that, Kate started to do more, more things like that. One time this woman was killed in London, and she showed up among the local people in that sort of same vibe that Meghan had done with the Grenfell fires. So I think that Meghan, really inspires Kate in a lot of different ways, not just with the Grenfell fires, but also with, just being more normal, even wearing more jeans, So, yeah. Isn't that the song that Meghan and Harry sang at their wedding? Is it? Wow, I couldn't make this up if I tried. I've never gone up to this dome in all this time. Should today be the day? Bonjour madame. Ça fait combien pour le view panoramique? C'est marqué? 7 euros, c'est ça. Oh, j'ai pensé que c'était gratuit, hein? Ok, merci madame. Okay. I can tell you this. I would love to see it, but it ain't gonna be today, darlings. Hot wine. There's nothing like hot wine on a cold winter afternoon, is there? Okay, Harry and Meghan. So, yeah, so what was I talking about? It seems like I haven't spoken in a long time. I've just been sightseeing like a tourist. But, yeah, so Tyler Perry is the godfather of Lilibet. And I think Lilibet is very lucky. And what else is going on with those two? I can't even... Oh, you know what? Meghan made a point of talking about the fact that she wasn't able to wear bright colors because I guess she was admonished by the palace about, you know, out dressing Kate Middleton. So she had to really dim her colors and dim her lights so that Kate would be the one who was most visible. And it's funny because I thought Meghan picked those colors on purpose because I think sometimes muted colors can be a lot classier, if you will. And especially in Paris, I mean, people here almost go into panic mode if you wear too many colors. They look down their noses at that. I mean, I don't. I like color, obviously, because my skin is dark and I think it looks better with color. But I was quite taken aback to learn that because typically people, you know, prefer that, you know, I mean, in Europe, I find that they like very muted colors, a lot of blacks, a lot of beiges and so on, which is what Meghan wears. And I think sometimes, you know, it looks richer. But at the same time, I think when she began to wear colors and she looked like a jewel, you know, like the blue dress, when, you know, the red dress, the blue dress, the green dress, they were like just jewels. Bijoux en français. On dit des bijoux. She looked like a bijou. And So yeah, but at the same time, it was very sort of interesting to learn that it was because she was required to wear muted colors that she was wearing muted colors. So that's interesting. I don't know if you found it as interesting as I did, but I certainly found it very, very interesting. Artists in Montmartre. Oh mon Dieu. It's amazing. It is amazing. I should have lived in Montmartre. In my next life, I'm going to come back and I'll live in Montmartre. Hot wine. There's nothing like hot wine on a cold winter afternoon, is there? Okay, Harry and Meghan. So, yeah, so what was I talking about? It seems like I haven't spoken in a long time. I've just been sightseeing like a tourist. But, yeah, so Tyler Perry is the godfather of Lilibet. And I think Lilibet is very lucky. And what else is going on with those two? I can't even. Oh, you know what? Meghan made a point of talking about the fact that she wasn't able to wear bright colors because I guess she was admonished by the palace about, out dressing Kate Middleton. So she had to really dim her colors and dim her lights so that Kate would be the one who was most visible. And it's funny because I thought Meghan picked those colors on purpose because I think sometimes muted colors can be a lot classier, if you will. And especially in Paris, I mean, people here almost go into panic mode if you wear too many colors. They look down their noses at that. I mean, I don't. I like color, obviously, because my skin is dark and I think it looks better with color. But I was quite taken aback to learn that because typically people, prefer that, I mean, in Europe, I find that they like very muted colors, a lot of blacks, a lot of beiges and so on, which is what Meghan wears. And I think sometimes, it looks richer. But at the same time, I think when she began to wear colors and she looked like a jewel, like the blue dress, when, the red dress, the blue dress, the green dress, they were like just jewels. Bijoux en français. On dit des bijoux. She looked like a bijou. And so, yeah, but at the same time, it was very sort of interesting to learn that it was because she was required to wear muted colors that she was wearing muted colors. So that's interesting. I don't know if you found it as interesting as I did, but I certainly found it very, very interesting. This is supposed to be a vineyard. The only vineyard in Paris, in fact. And this is where I pick up my bus, the bus 40, which if you are not very familiar with Paris, you definitely need to take that bus to Montmartre from Jules Jaffrun. And, it's a lot cheaper than taking taxis and, spending all your money on however else people get up here. So, yep, gotta wait for the bus. It's absolutely freezing. Well, okay, so I have to wrap this up. I've got to get back to civilization. So, thank you for listening. And I would love to have you as a subscriber if you're so inclined. As I always say, thank you so much if you're following me. I appreciate you so much. And yeah, I'm not supposed to be blogging right now or doing this because I'm very busy, but I'm cutting through. I'm definitely cutting through my work. And in fact, I think I'm done. I think right now I'm just really tormenting myself and I need to just release it. So, it's time to enjoy the holidays and, just relax. So happy holidays. I'm sure this is not going to be my last one before Christmas, although you never know with me. But yeah, take care. See you in the next one. Bye.